Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Las Vegas Marijuana Experience. It's a totally unplanned video, but today's March 15th. It's like 1:30 out here in Vegas. I was gonna do a live stream, but frankly, I've never done one before, and I don't want to screw it up. So I said, "Fuck it, I'll just make a video and then post it right away and talk like it's a live stream, kind of." But yeah, I haven't been making any videos. I don't know who's gonna be checking this out, but I know a lot of people are home right now with this crazy virus shit going down. So I thought I would take this opportunity to shoot some videos, kind of let you all know why. I came back for a second. I made a few videos, what I did at Depression one, and then a tincture, and then a review. Then it's been like a month or so. And yeah, that's my phone going off. I got to check it, like I said. A lot going on. Um, so first off, if you're watching this and you're smoking, you should fire that up. I'm probably not gonna smoke in this video because I am blazed. Uh, Been messing with this right here. Boom. Uh, it's all gone now. I like to cook with that stuff. That tube right here. This has a total of what is this? 750 milligrams of THC, and I just took half the tube. Uh, so, yeah, I'm not even doing any math right now because I'm pretty blazed. I like to eat a lot of edibles. So that's like 350 milligrams, roughly 375. Yeah, 375 milligram little cookie I just made. Cooking with this is great, though. I'll tell you, I was going to make a video on using this in all sorts of different ways because one of the things out here in Vegas is there's a cap on the amount of THC in edibles, and they're very expensive. And the cap is 100 milligrams. So there's some places where like a candy bar, just like a chocolate bar, is like $50 plus tax. I admit that's on the high end. You can find some cheaper, and the highest it's going to be is 100 milligrams. And for me, that's crazy. Like I'll eat 100 milligrams, like whatever. It's no big deal. Now I've been off the edibles for a while. The highest I've taken in the past few months has been like 200. So this is a bit high for me and on an empty stomach, but whatever. I'm feeling nice and blazed. So point being, I'm not going to be smoking, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't. You should be sparking up whatever herb you got, and let's just chat for a minute, man. I get a lot of comments here that because of my time off, I haven't been able to go down and answer comments like I used to. But if y'all comment on this video, I'm going to answer them. I mean, we're all just kind of sitting around here, for the most part. I work a lot from home in my real life. I have a lot of different jobs. One of them requires me to go out, but it's in the hospitality industry. And that ain't nothing going on like that in Vegas right now. Our streets are pretty dead. Um, but anyways, let's start off with why I've been making videos. Like I came back for a minute, right? And then, dude, it's fucked up. YouTube, it's just because of YouTube, man. Their policies, their terms of service, they made some changes, and then they've been just going after any channel that does what I do. And they've been pulling them off. You notice I'm being a little careful about what I say too. Apparently, I mean, if you just say certain words, it can get you in trouble. And if y'all come here one day and the channel's just gone, that's what the fuck happened. They just took me away, all because of a plant. I think that's crazy, and it's not even illegal. Like I'm here where I sit in Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, I'm not breaking any crimes. Like, yeah, it's technically federally illegal, but are they here cracking down? No, it's clearly not a priority. And it's just absurd to me because don't tell me in the comments. I'm sorry, I should probably turn this down. I just have my phone on because like shit is going on. Like my kid's at work. She works in a grocery store. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to miss texts that might be important. I'm not being paranoid, but I mean, shit is a little weird right now, right? So I'm not going to turn my phone off. I'm just going to leave it. Sorry. Where was I? Fuck, I totally lost my train of thought because I'm pretty high. Fuck was I saying? Damn, I hope y'all are feeling like I am. Oh yeah, YouTube in their terms, like, okay. So they're yanking any channel that just talks about this, and that's crazy because like this is a plan. I'm not doing anything illegal here, right? And it's not like the feds are cracking down on states. They're allowing states to exercise their rights. Despite rumblings here and there, ultimately that's what it's been since day one for the vast majority. Aside from maybe some isolated cases at certain points. But haven't you all heard stories about like crazy videos on YouTube? Like I don't know, like crazy beheadings and fucking all kinds of shit. And I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what the fuck me talking about some plant to people who want to watch fucking videos about me talking about a plant is so terrible that it has to be yanked down, according because I'm supposedly promoting dangerous fucking drugs. That's Get the fuck out of here. It's 2020. We still got to deal with this bullshit. We still got this stigma. Fuck me. I don't know. I mean, I've been a cannabis activist for a long time. I'm older than I look, and just fucking, I don't get it. Still at this point, I don't understand it. Like, how can you argue against cannabis at this point? Look at all these states that it's legal in, either medically or recreationally, and we're still gonna say you can't talk about it on this platform here, or we're gonna yank your channel. Like guys like Crutch 420, their shit is just gone. Like, and there's plenty more. I mean, I can't believe I haven't been, honestly. That's why I haven't been making videos, because like I got all this stuff I want to do, but I don't want to put out all this effort just to have YouTube yank it because people are watching it. I mean, this isn't a big channel, but I'm not tiny either. There's almost 4,000 of y'all subscribed, and the channel views are up over 500,000. And I only got like 40 videos, and I haven't even hardly been posting really. So I don't know. I want to hang out with y'all. I want to post videos. I got all kinds of stuff planned for this channel, but I just don't want to put it all out there just to have YouTube yank it down with no reason, no explanation, not even yeah, like I said, not even a fucking explanation. So I don't know, but I decided today with this crazy, crazy things going on across the world with this virus, people being at home, I just figured, fuck it, I'm gonna make a video, talk to you all, see what's going on. Hopefully we can get a conversation going in the comments. And if it's cool, if people are down, if it's interesting, if y'all want to hang out, maybe I'll do a live stream smoke session or something and we can fucking talk. You can tell me what's going on where you live. I'll tell you what's going on here in Vegas. I don't know about whatever. Just smoke some herb and hang out. I don't know. If not, well, I guess I'll make some more videos and post them. And if it disappears, that's what's up. That's what happened. I mean, I do have a website, the LVME.com. I haven't done anything on it in quite a while. I'm thinking that I should probably switch over there. So, I mean, I'll continue to post videos there. But, I mean, the truth of the matter is I don't expect as many people to move from YouTube over to there. I mean, I'm just being realistic. But if you like this channel and it disappears one day, LVME.com, videos will post. All the other old videos will be there. And let's move on. I want to talk about this RSO for a minute. If you don't know what Rick Simpson Oil is, it's a, like they say, Google that shit. I ain't going to explain it here. I was going to do a whole video, so I'm not really prepared. But it's basically like a whole entire plant concentrate. It's not just the flower. I mean, it's the whole plant. It's a whole plant concentrate. So you get all the cannabinoids, not only all the known cannabinoids that are going to be in the plant, but all the unknown cannabinoids as well. And it's cooked down into a concentrate. It looks like a black tar. In most cases, it's really just a super, super dark green. The only ways that I've seen it out here is in these little syringes, right? So this was a 1 gram syringe. So, but this is pretty dope because like I was saying at the start of the video, I like to fucking eat edibles, but like 100 milligrams is like, I might take that just on a day where like I'm busy and I got a lot of stuff to do and I just want to be, a little high all day. So it's not like I'm not going to go to the store and spend $50 or even $30 for one day's. That's crazy to me. But this right here, like I got this at this new place. I used to get it all over. It's getting a little bit harder to find. It's a bit of a bummer. But Cultivate is the name of the dispensary I got this at. This is by Cultivation Labs, a company I'm pretty familiar with. And this is their high THC one. And out the door, with tax and all, it was 40. So like compare that. Okay, so like the edible is going to be, and I'm using kind of a high price, but let's just say it's equal. Let's say it's $40 for the edible out the door, which would be a pretty sporty price. Let's say it's a candy bar. That's 100 milligrams. So you can get this out the door for 40, which again, this is a lower THC one that I'm used to getting, but even this is 75% THC, which means that it has 754.8 milligrams of THC in it, plus assorted terpenes and CBN, which I have an entire video about a CBN tincture that you should go watch. If you don't know what that is, it will at least educate you on CBN, but the short story on it is it makes you sleepy. I wouldn't have bought this if I had other choices, but hey, it is what it is, because their other RSOs were even lower than this. This is the highest THC. But still, you're getting 750 milligrams versus 100 milligrams for like the same price. So you see, and then you can take this and you can add it to all sorts of things. They tell you on various websites that you can you can smoke it. I wouldn't advise it. They say you can dab it. I wouldn't advise that at all. I've tried. I like to cook with it. You can eat it straight. You can put it on something, but I wouldn't advise that either. It doesn't taste good. It's funky. It is funky. I recommend melting it down into some butter and then just making something with it. Like my favorite thing to do is, I got a little digital scale. You just get a little bit of wax paper, and you take this stuff. You heat it up with a hair dryer. All right, because it's really super thick. You'll be just sitting there like squeezing the ever living crap out of it, and nothing's gonna come out. All right. So use the hair dryer. You get it, a little bit warm, just like 10 seconds or less is all it takes. Then a piece of wax paper, you stick it on your little digital scale, all right? And then, if you weigh out 1/10, then that's basically 75 milligrams of THC, okay? And then you can go from there. But take whatever you weigh out on there, and then you can stick it in the freezer right away. So just stick it for like 5 minutes. Then after that, what you've got is this hard little disc that you can then drop into some butter. You can drop into a recipe for something, and you know exactly what the THC level is going to be, and it's much easier to handle. Okay, because this is super duper sticky. You don't want to just like squeeze this and then try to add it straight from the wax paper into something you're cooking. It's a mess. You'll get it all over your hands. It's not going to come off your spoon or whatever you're using. Just trust me. Wax paper from the scale to the wax paper to the freezer. 5 minutes. You'll have a nice little disc, and it'll pop right off. It just pop it right off. All right. That's what I was going to put in the video. Now you know. So what do y'all think about this crazy virus thing that's going on? Like right now when I'm making this, like most of Europe is like on lockdown. The streets here are crazy. Like you can't get toilet paper anywhere. Like the toilet paper thing's been going on a minute. I was lucky enough to get some. Because like you have to now, right? Like that's the crazy thing. It's like the panic over toilet paper has caused there to be like, everybody, you have to go get toilet paper now because you can't go buy it when you need it on your regular grocery shopping trip. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Or the dragon or the snake that's eating its own tail, it just feeds itself. It's ridiculous. It was from when I'm making this, it was like a week ago last Sunday. So like what is today? Like 10 days ago. I went to Costco just to do my regular shopping, and there was like no toilet paper. And I was like, what the fuck? And no water. What the fuck? And then I went to a few places and grabbed a bit, but it's not like I created a mound. I still don't get it. It's not like this virus it's a cold virus, right? So if you are unfortunate enough to get it, which for like the vast majority of what they're saying, at least the current doctors are saying, is most people, it's just a mild thing. All right, and it doesn't belittle anybody that's been unfortunate enough to pass away from it. For some people, of course, it's serious, but for the vast majority of people, despite a lot of the fear that's out there, it is fairly mild. Like, that's not why they're putting everything on lockdown, because people are dying left and right. But it's a cold. Like, it makes you cough and have a fever and a runny nose and whatnot. It doesn't make you have diarrhea needing toilet paper. You think there would be a run on Kleenex or like Sudafed. I'm just saying. I got this little meme I sent on my Twitter. It was like toilet paper, and it said THC infused toilet paper to calm your ass down. Right? It's kind of funny. And if you're watching this and you're wondering why they're locking stuff down and you haven't looked into it, and I don't know everything, dude. I'm no expert. I'm just some dude that researched a bunch of different stuff, and I'm just going to share with you my understanding, and maybe we can discuss it in the comments. I'm not saying this is the way shit is 100%. What do I know? But the stuff that I looked at and researched, that it seems like the reason that they're shutting, because they've shut down all the sporting events, right? Like, unfortunately, just on a personal level, in a lighter area, but work-related, like they shut down the UFC stuff here, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission just yesterday shut down the the UFC. They said until the next meeting. It's a temporary suspension until March 25th. And then they're going to recommend a longer shutdown, most likely. And as some of you know, I do have a podcast, Smoking Weed and Talking MMA podcast, which it's, I mean, we're not massive, but we've got around 45, 50,000 people that tune in every week across all of our various platforms, including the radio station. And then, like, that's it. Like, there's nothing for us to talk about. Like, we're going to have to go on a hiatus. And that sucks. Just, I know that's a minor thing. I'm not crying about it. I'm just sharing. So, but yeah, they just shut down that in the UFC. I mean, like, crazy stuff's going on. All the other sports are closed down, right? Stuff I was reading today, the Dr. Fauci, I'm probably butchering his name. I watched that whole press conference with the president where he came up and talked with all those other people. I think it's Dr. Fauci, one of the two. He was saying that he highly recommends like a 14-day shutdown at this point, just to stop the containment, to stop the spread, right? And I want to know what y'all think about that. Like, what do you think about a 14-day shutdown? Like, they can't force it. Like, it's not like they can make you. But, I mean, they would advise you not to go anywhere. Basically, everything but essential people. So, like, grocery stores would stay open, right? But, like restaurants and such probably wouldn't. Only essential functions would really be open. And the reason they're doing that is, for what I was going to say, my understanding of it all is something called lengthening the curve. Like, and I'm not going to take the time to put a graphic up like I normally would. Normally I do a video and I'll take a couple days to make it look. I'm just going to upload this shit like it was live, all right? But like, if you took like a graph of months, okay, and let's say it went from like 1 to 10 on the graph, and it was like January, like the flu season, say, whenever that is. Let's just say it's the winter season, say September to fucking April. And that was your graph in front of you. And the flu season started at one end like this, right? And then it came up, and then it peaked up around a certain number, and then it came back down over here. Okay, you follow? And let's say that was like 80,000 people over the course of the flu season, right? Like, seriously, and some of those seriously ill people, they had to go to hospitals and they had to do shit, right? And then other people were cool. What they mean by shortening the curve is the way this virus spreads is it, like, on that same graph, it comes in like this. Like, everybody gets it all at once, and it spikes up, and then it shoots down, and then it overcrowds the hospitals, right? Because out of those people that catch it, a certain number of them are going to need to go to the hospital. And if, like, hundreds of thousands of people are just intermingling and they're all spreading it like crazy, then it's going to overwhelm the hospital beds, because there's only like 3 or 4 hospital beds across the USA per 1,000 citizens. And that doesn't account for people that are already, like, using them. And they can't have the hospitals get over flooded, so they need to shut down the spread. So they have to shut down, like, major gatherings of people, and so they can lengthen the curve out. So it's more like the flu season, so hospitals don't get overwhelmed. It gives time for a vaccine to catch up. So it's not, to me, that's nothing to panic over. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I understand that, because like everybody else, like, I was getting nervous. Like, I got a kid, man. I'm a father. Like, my daughter lives with me full time. Like, so I'm like, shit, like, what's going on? Like, all of you. And if you watch the news, you would think, and you go to the store and you look at the toilet paper aisle and the water aisle, you would kind of think we're in, like, the next zombie apocalypse. And again, I'm not trying to make funny jokes at a serious time, but in a way I kind of am. I mean, fuck it, right? Like, what can we do? Just panic like everybody else? I'm fucking high. Let's smoke some weed and whatever. If that's fucking bothering you, maybe you should tune out. I know it's a serious thing, but it just seems to me there's, like, a lot of hype and panic. Like, what do you all think? What do you think? You think there's some hype and panic around this? I mean, I think it's clear when you go look at the grocery store, and if you were like, oh, I'm out of toilet paper, I need to run and get some, there's some panic going on. And if they would just get out there more, like, I had to research that curve stuff, man. It wasn't like the first place I looked explained it. And I think that's kind of BS, but I guess that doesn't get a lot of clicks, right? That's the problem with news today, is it has to sell. And I'll be honest. I mean, y'all can discuss whatever you want in the comments, but I'm not going to get into political stuff. Like, man, this is a chill channel. Like, we can talk about a virus without being like one side saying it's one president's fault and the other side saying, oh no, it's the prior president's fault. This is fuck all that. Like, what's going on now is what's going on. You know what I mean? And I think this Dr. Fauci dude, he seems to be an educated man. And despite what you might think of our current leadership, it really doesn't matter because there is a team of other people around, including people from the private sector, that seem to be fairly educated. And some people seem to be doing some shit now. So let's just kind of let's just see how that plays out, right? And the Dr. Fauci guy is recommending a 14-day shutdown to just slow and lengthen this curve out. I haven't really heard it explained on too many news sites that way. I think that's kind of BS. I don't know. What do y'all think? Like I said, what else is going on? I mean, I don't know if a lot of people can take the hit of not going to work. I mean, some of my stuff I can still do from here, so like I'm not completely dead in the water. But two of my other things I pretty much can't go do now. So I mean, that ain't gonna be easy. But I know a lot of people have it worse. I know like our utilities companies here in Vegas, they sent out some notification saying like they wouldn't shut anybody down. They halted all pending shutdowns. Like Cox, which is an internet company out here, said they were freely boosting a lot of customers' internet access. I think they're also halting shutoffs. And hopefully that doesn't get abused, but I think that's good. I mean, that's dope. I mean, it's the least you can do right now, right? And then there's some people I know, like I've heard some crazy conspiracy theories. I don't know what to make of that. I've heard people say that this is like a bioweapon, which that'll probably, well, I'm not monetizing this anyways, but YouTube probably doesn't like that word. I don't know. I don't understand how this platform is so censored suddenly. That's just so weird to me, man. Like, y'all, I don't know how much y'all pay attention to like YouTube censorship, but it's like a serious thing. It's weird. Like, anyways, I don't know. There's crazy conspiracy. You don't even know if it's a conspiracy theory. I mean, came from some bat soup or something. I mean, or there's people that say that place in the Wuhan center there's also some disease control, CDC type place there. I mean, who knows? I don't know about none of that stuff. I have no idea. I don't have time to. I mean, does it really matter at this point? I mean, that might matter in the future. Where it originated, I think, is pretty important to make sure that doesn't happen again. But right now, that's like other people's problems. Like, what on earth would we know about that? It might be fun to shoot the shit about it, right? Smoke a little bit and bullshit. Like, if it was some crazy lab shit that got away, or somebody was fucking around with the flu virus and it escaped, or they tried a test and it got out of hand, or China was saying some crazy shit like the U.S. military brought it over there. I don't know. Who knows? I don't really buy any of that stuff. But I mean, what do I know? I don't know. I have no facts. I'm a guy, I like a lot of facts. I care more about actions than that, and I like a lot of facts. You know? So I don't watch a lot of the mainstream news, I guess they call it. I don't know. That shit just seems really hypey to me. Because part of my other career, my other life is in advertising. You know, I've been in advertising since 2004. So it's really easy to spot the hypey. You know, I get it. Like, I understand what y'all are, not y'all, but I understand why a lot of the major news organizations present the news the way they do. I get it. I mean, I get it. It doesn't mean you gotta like it. But that's a pretty serious conversation. And I don't want to do that. I just want to check in with y'all, see what's up, talk a little bit about this RSO, see what y'all think about what's going on. Like, what's going on in your town, in your city? Are like people freaking out? Any of you in small towns? Like, what's it like in small towns? Like, anybody in like small places or overseas? Like, tell me what's going on. Let me hear it. I'll respond to the comments. I'll get another video out like right away. I'm not doing anything really these next few days. My kid is currently working at a grocery store, and the grocery stores are one thing that aren't going to close. And so as a father, I'm mildly worried about that, right? But I'm trying to like keep it reasonable at the same time, because it does put her out in the public with a lot. Like, is that a big deal right now? Is it not a big deal? Right? These are the questions we all think about our stuff, right? Or you should be. I mean, is it as serious as they say? Is it not as serious? Is it more serious? Is it less serious? Who's telling the truth? I saw something in the news about Iran digging like giant trenches you can see from space and dumping bodies in it. That's crazy. That doesn't jibe with like stuff that says it's just this minor little thing. Because I've also read things that most people that get it won't even notice that they have it, or they'll think it's a minor cold and it'll be over in 5 days. Like that's pretty. So which is it? Is it the giant body pits, or is it like a 5 day little minor cold? Like who knows, right? So what do y'all think of that? I think that's pretty crazy myself. It's crazy times. But I think the important thing, like I've made certain I'm prepared, meaning like food, like frozen food, like that's more important than toilet paper right now. Honestly, I mean let's be honest. I mean I'm not looking for toilet paper just because everybody's buying it and you can't get it anywhere, and I don't just want to not have it if I can avoid it. But it's not the end of the world if you run out of toilet paper. We all got running water still. Like I don't know about in your cities where you all live. Tell me about this in the comments too. Like our utilities company and the gas company here put out information that was like summed up the way I'd sum it up was like, yo, the water's going to work just fine. It's controlled by remote if necessary. And even if something happened to that, which it won't, but there's this massive, massive backup system that's humongous that automatically does shit too. Both of them are controlled by remotes. Then the next one's like automatic. And then it was like, and then there's another system after that, which is, it was just like, there's no need to worry about water. Like, y'all just chill. The water will work just fine, even if everybody gets the fucking coronavirus. You'll be cool with the water. And the gas company was basically the same way. So, what about where you live? Like, do they have to issue decrees like that? Are people going nuts? What about your small towns? Like I said, is it the same there? Are people more reasonable? Are there people like, I told you so, that's why I live in a small town? Like, I've lived in small towns before. I lived all over, from New York to Idaho, to the mountains of Idaho, to here in Vegas, Colorado. I've been around. But tell me what y'all think of that. Hope you're smoking some herb. I'm gonna cut this video down, but I am gonna make more. Just hit me up if y'all are interested in a live stream smoke session where we can just BS sometime over this next, couple weeks or couple days, whatever.